at the traffic circle in Long Beach, which is known for its high density and frequent crashes. In places like these, it's easy for an accident to happen.
This is Ashley Javelosa. We spoke with healthcare workers on the front lines of this virus. Many are concerned and working long hours. This is Ashley Javelosa. The president is extending the travel ban to include the United Kingdom and Ireland.
Used gloves and masks littered in parking lots of your local grocery stores are being found in front of stores like Albertsons and Costco. And although this seems like the novel coronavirus is causing a new type of trash, experts say the environment's overall health is actually improving.
Places in India are saying they're able to see the Himalayas for the first time in 30 years.
Due to the stay-at-home order, people are greatly reducing their use of transportation. The Environmental Protection Agency says transportation was the leading contributor to greenhouse gas emissions in 2018.
It is a beautiful sunny day here in Long Beach today, and as you can see, clear of any smog behind me. And although people are enjoying the clear skies today, it didn't always used to be like this.
Long Beach State professor Monica Argandonia says that there are serious health implications that can result from air pollutants, and that these play a role in who gets infected with COVID-19.
The areas being hardest hit by COVID-19 are areas that have the highest amount of pollution.
Smog is visibly reduced in places like LA and Long Beach, but when the order is finally lifted, some people aren't too sure that those levels will remain constant.
Maybe some people would be more environmentally conscious, but I feel like the majority of Americans probably would not and just revert back to their old habits.
Leslie Nguyen does her part in helping the environment by avoiding fast fashion, single-use plastic, and shopping at stores like this one in Long Beach, where they help reduce waste by serving as a refill station and offering reusable products.
I really hope that there's a lesson to be learned here and that we all take a step back and think, what's the future going to look like and what do we want it to look like?
Ashley Javelosa, Campus Connection.
This is Ashley Javelosa. We spoke with healthcare workers on the front lines of this virus. Many are concerned and working long hours.
It's like a tsunami coming at you and you're just you can't stop it.
Melissa Huang is only one of the many frontline healthcare workers. Her employer, LAC USC Medical Center, provides her with necessary equipment for each shift.
The safest thing for us healthcare workers when we treat patients like that is really to have N95 and face shield and have a gown.
Although she says her hospital is ready to fight the disease, she thinks other smaller hospitals may not be.
95% of my friends their hospitals making them reuse the mask when it's safe and it's not soiled. They're putting it into a paper bag with their name on there and they're hanging on the wall.
A social worker at another hospital is worried about their supply.
I believe we are still experiencing a shortage. Places are kind of helping out and donating masks and other PPE to the hospital.
When we asked Long Beach Memorial Medical Center about their supply, they replied with a statement saying at this time they have the supplies they need to care for their patients. But they're also accepting donations in front of the Todd Cancer Pavilion. This, just as the CDC started recommending that people wear face cloth coverings in public settings, despite their previous recommendations.
The whole world needs masks.
Long Beach's mayor says this is actually the calm before the storm, and we should expect more people coming to the hospitals in the coming weeks.
Because we still haven't peaked yet, but it's coming. It's coming in the next few weeks, and we know that.
Wong says that the only thing people can do to help is stay at home. So, when the curve finally flattens, healthcare workers like her can eventually stay home too. Ashley Javelosa, Campus Connection.
This is Ashley Javelosa. The president is extending the travel ban to include the United Kingdom and Ireland.
President Trump issued a travel ban from 26 European countries. This, as already the airlines saw people canceling flights. The ban only applies to foreign nationals. U.S. citizens currently in Europe will be able to return home. Trump says that this ban will last 30 days, but has the possibility of being extended.
As someone who was supposed to travel to London in the coming week, I was disappointed by it.
Meanwhile, several airline carriers say planes are getting a scrub down with heavy-duty cleaning tools to prevent the spread of the virus. The CDC is advising people to avoid non-essential air travel. Meanwhile, the cruise lines agreed to suspend cruise travel for 30 days. The city of Long Beach has confirmed several cases of people with COVID-19. 2 of the positive cases had just returned from a cruise ship on the Nile River. Although people have had to cancel some plans, they'd rather be safe than sorry.
I think while it may not be the most personally fitting thing to go on right now, I do think, if it benefits people as a whole, then, that's fine.
As more information comes in about the new virus, the CDC advises you to stay home as much as possible to reduce your risk of being exposed. Ashley Javelosa, Campus Connection. CSULB students are getting the chance to know what it's like to drive dangerously while being completely safe. The Arrival Live Tour is a driving simulator that lets users feel what it's like to text and drive drunk, or drive high.
It's a fun and interactive way of experiencing these activities without actually them doing on the road.
Users put on a virtual reality headset and sit in a stationary car. Depending on the simulations, students will feel the negative effects of driving dangerously. Some people didn't do so well.
So I was going over the WL lines and going onto the grass, and then eventually I ended up hitting the bar rail.
For some, it was a fun and new experience, but the LBPD says dangerous driving isn't uncommon.
The majority of people, if they're being honest, will tell you, yeah, I look at my phone, I don't do hands-free.
I'm at the traffic circle in Long Beach, which is known for its high density and frequent crashes. In places like these, it's easy for an accident to happen. The NHTSA says almost 30 people die every day in drunk driving crashes. And in 2017, over 3,000 were killed in distracted driving crashes.
You really have to think about the other people that are out there. Because there are people that are just trying to live their lives.
Thanks to the Arrival Live Tour, people are thinking twice before driving dangerously. Ashley Javelosa, Campus Connection.